Hey guys, came in here at Homestead. So glad you dropped by here today. Well, guys, I'm still at it here onto the homestead. As many of you know that I've been remodeling this homestead for a while now, and you will see the videos and the pictures of the update of this homestead. But guys, the floor installers are here, so that's telling me one thing. This thing is about to get done, and I am so excited about it. So I just want to give you some quick views, some quick shows, and show you the guys that's here putting down this floor. I don't know if they're excited because they're working on this floor, but I know that I'm excited. So let's take a quick view. So that's going to be the color of the flooring, and he's working over there in that closet. And yes, that closet was a pain for me also. It's kind of small, but he's going to get her done. So, oh wow, I didn't even know they had this done here. That's one of the installers there. So, yeah, they got this done. This is looking good. Awesome. So this is just the layout. They're laying it out. This Luan, finally got this Luan down and screwed it and stapled it. Had many people say there's a certain way to do it. Everybody had their own way of doing it. So this floor has been screwed and stapled down, and it's probably overkill, but it's done and it's not moving. Here is the boxes. That's the wood stove. I about tripped over the flooring, but that's some cabinets that had to get moved in. They were stayed into the company's place for 8 months, and they just had to be moved finally, and just had to get them in here. Those are my cabinets I've got done. The inside's not done. There will be cabinets down at the bottom. This pantry was just built. This door here was an old door from the back door. I just moved it and put it here because this is going to be my future pantry. Hopefully, I'm going to have shelves in here. All my canning jars. This is the old cabinet that I painted, and so it's old countertop. It's going to be in here. Hopefully, put my canning jars on. So this week I had to finish this up. I forgot to do this part until I came in one day. This is where, this wall is, the door's been added. The wall had to be put back up because there was a rotten floor joist down here. Workers before, in the past, had did some work because the flooring was messed up, a water leak. So once it happened again, I thought, okay, it's just OSB got wet, tore into it, the floor joist was rotted, and of course, the wall was taken down. The end result is that this bathroom was totally gutted out. Tile, everything. It's been kilts, but it hasn't been painted yet. Just kind of took a break. I just had to take a break. I just got tired of painting. It was 50 years of cigarette smoke in this place.
I mean, it still is pretty good. There's still a lot to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
there, this new toilet, shower. Got an excellent deal on this shower. Glass shower here. It was actually a $1,500 shower thing, and I got it for like, I think $125. Awesome. So new sink, because all that had to be ripped out. Here, hopefully we got enough flooring to put down in here. I've been painting. A lot of stuff still sitting around. Hot water heater. That was hot water heater. Supposed to have been out of here. I've been waiting for like 3 weeks for it to get out of here. Yeah, the guy said, you know, he's coming, but he doesn't show. So I've been dealing with that with a lot with workers, no shows, and it's really frustrating. Just say you're not going to be here. Don't leave somebody hanging, but that's the way it is. So these are my potatoes I dug out of the garden this week. And usually I have them laying on the floor. I got these crates for like $2 a piece, and so they're holding those potatoes, and they're just gonna stay in here in a cool, dry place, dark place, until it's time to put this flooring down, and I'll be moving them out. So we're gonna walk back here. All this is gonna be new flooring. More cabinets, wood stove. So guys, you see, it does take more than one person trying to put this flooring down. I'm so glad I didn't try to attempt it.
Well, no, you're supposed to do it one by one. We just didn't want to mess them up when we pulled back the next time.
Oh, okay. Well, they would do a better job than I would ever do. So far in this bathroom, it's pretty much the same. Still a lot of stuff in here. The ceiling's being redone. I would like to have the ceiling like that in the other bathroom. So we'll see how it goes in the future. But yeah, that's like in my other house. So I really like that. This is the bedroom. And I had to repaint this wall yesterday. And it's because of the cigarette smoke. It's took me so many times of painting over and over and kills and kills and kills in the painting and painting. But 2 different colors. After a while, the reason I painted this wall over is because I went back and painted like maybe 2 weeks later, and it was just 2 different colors. As you can tell, that's just 2 different colors there. It kind of looks greenish. This is the color it's supposed to have been. This is the color it's supposed to have been, but it's not bad. So what I had to do, what paint I had left, I decided to go back over this wall right here, and the color of it's not really showing up, but you see, you can tell the big difference. So I said, well, I got enough paint to go around the edges because it looks green. It's supposed to be like a tan color, and it's kind of turned a greenish color for some reason. So here, over here is where I put some paint, and you see how it did. All of it was painted the same can, same paint, same color, and then I took a roller and rolled right there because I missed a spot, and it leaves it like that. And this has been sitting there for about a month. It hasn't changed colors. It's kind of weird that color, the last color put on there, it was the same can of paint, is not blended in. That's what created me to have to go over here and say, well, I'll just take, paint this wall. And it's weird, kind of greenish. Seems like the longer it goes on, the greener it gets. So I've got enough paint. I'm gonna go around the edges hopefully. If I just have one wall that color, you know, maybe later on I'll come back and paint it. But right now I'm tired of painting because these walls, the doors, the baseboards, the molding, all was stained color. That color right there. So that's been hit with a chair. So I did good, and that's the color of everything. So it's been a really good trip. The closet doors were the same. So here's the Luan. This is the last room. Don't forget to give a thumbs up, subscribe, hit that bell, do whatever it takes, share this video. But we appreciate you being there and appreciate you watching, and see you on to the next video. God bless. Island came from my other homestead. That's gas. Idea from my other homestead, electric.
no power, got power. Because somehow some stuff got laid up onto it by some people and it got scratched, but that's why I have not varnished it yet. I did this countertop, and I work in this area a lot when I'm canning. As my other homestead, I love this sink. Very functional for your gardening when it comes to canning. It really works. You can fill up and wash your beans, and then when you get them, put them over here and you want to do it again, it's just so functional. I just got the dishwasher hooked up because I've been washing dishes for a while into the tub, and so it's so nice to get my dishwasher back. Of course, I screwed this in and screwed the cabinets in, and finally got an island, finally got a sink. Backwash is going up, the wall is crooked, and so I really, to begin with, didn't plan on a backwash, but that didn't work out. So here's the backwash down here. The boards are still in the plastic. Here, these cabinets have been done except the inside. I'm working on a light through this area because it was dark. That was a purpose of me busting out that window and putting the door down there so the windows will let the light in. Working on this top here at the same time as the other one. Of course, these cabinets have not been done. It has not been screwed down. It actually is just sitting there. I can see back there in the field, so I am so excited about this window. It's just such a blessing. It just opens up, and I just like light. Here's my pantry. This door came from another area in this house, the back door, and so I plan on putting a blind there. Possibility. It gives it airflow too. This is my pantry, my canning area, canning area. I guess somehow I gotta get that out. But these are my older vegetables I want to pull from. These are the ones that have been freeze dried. Fruits, excuse me. Freeze dried watermelon, dehydrated pineapple. Let's see, this is a freeze dried pineapple and freeze dried cantaloupe, dehydrated bananas, chips, and dehydrated apples and raisins back there. Then I got raisins back here, dehydrated. I believe they were dehydrated. And then that's freeze dried honeydew. And these vegetables here came from my garden. And this is broth. I've got quite a few jars here because I got broth. This is actually turkey broth, so I want to go ahead and get that used up, and chicken and pears. These down here, I didn't have enough brine, and I'm doing an experiment to see if they hold very well without all them covered in the brine. Actually, I plan on having these fried by now, but I haven't got to it. I love it that I can now have my jars very convenient, whether to put some in a box or to grab some to can. So this is my way of having my rings, just a clothes hanger. I got my lids here. I got everything that I need for canning. Anything I need to pull, whether it's natural salt, sea salt, of course sea salt, canning salt, plain salt. This is my canning area. And this helps me to be able to see what I have and what I don't have. And it gives me a place so functional that I can just come and, just get stuff and not be running all over the place and having the kitchen tore up from the floor up. This is antique light I was going to put up there, and some reason it just stopped working. So I love the pantry. I'm glad that vision is just about completed. Washer and dryer just got put in. The hole here is because this whole bathroom was gutted out. The guy was supposed to come in and put the new hot water heater in and fix that wall, but he did a no-show 4 times, and so I've kind of got a plan for that. It's just, yeah. So this bathroom had to be completely gutted out because I thought it was just OBS that got wet. Come to find out, it was a rotten floor joist that somebody had covered up, did this repair and didn't fix the rotten floor joist, and of course wood will continue to rot. And I got all my stuff slung out here because I paid these guys to put in this sink. I said, I'll pay you, put the sink in, because I just wanted it done since they was here and it was in his bathroom, because this turned into a major project. The shutters are here. I'm hoping to go up at this window. I just got them sitting there because that's something I'm fixing to try to see if it's going to work. So I got to fix the leak up on the sink. The shower, this is such a blessing with the shower glass here. It's, first of all, of course, the tub had to go. Like I said, completely gutted out, sheetrock. It was crazy. But I got this at Lowe's, and it was a $1,500 shower. What do you want to call it? Shower thing. But, and I got it for $125. Pretty much what I would pay taxes in or whatever. And that was such a brand new, such a blessing. Actually, they wanted $250, and I think he marked it down to $125. So, this is still a work in process. Here is the whatever room. I've got this here for posts, for fencing. Got my freeze dryer sitting there. The freezer, had one freezer go out. So this is, antiques. That was my dad's. That was my mom's clock. So there was a window there that had been busted out, and just took some molding and took and stained it. Here is the last project when everything's done. I plan on taking the wiring up there, hopefully, and then there's a light up there, and putting the outdoor ceiling fan right here, because I'll have that light plugged up. And because this room gets hot, and I try to open the windows up, but then it puts all this dust in here, and I put the curtains up to hold out the sunlight, and it's helped out a lot. But this is the last room. This is where all my tools and everything ends up. When I'm done with it, it goes out here. If I'm not done with it, it goes out here. Those tools I'm working with. So I'm putting down the baseboards. I'm still working in this room. Got all that to do over here and over here against this wall. This wall was brown. It's now white. And I love this sign. I had to get it. I never dreamed to grow up to be a chicken lady, but here I am, loving it. So this bathroom, get through here. This closet I haven't built shelves yet for, and I thought I painted it. So that's why the door's still down, and because I thought it'd be easier. About ready to put it up though, to get it out of the way. This molding possibility is going to go, I stained it, it's going to go around that window. I don't know yet. Doorknobs and stuff are still sitting out and unpacking. So the ceiling fan was put up. Of course, painting texture of the ceiling. And I have not got the baseboards up yet. So that's still a work in process. But thank God, I'm getting there. So can't wait to get that done. It's not as easy, but it takes a little time at times. A lot of thinking is what it is. Wood stove hopefully is going to be soon put together. Chimney liner's going into the chimney, and hopefully that'll be done soon. That is just molding I stained. The antique table that my grandmother had. And actually my grandfather's toolbox is over here. He was 65 when I died. And I wasn't born when I died. He was 65 when he died. And I wasn't even born. So this thing, wow. And he probably might have got it from his father. Who knows? But it's really super old. I know the lighting's not good, but it's really super old. So I tried to keep it in here. I had it sitting into another room out there, but the humidity, it started rusting it. So I was very disappointed in that, but I always try to keep it in the house, and that's one of his tools there, which is going to be moved. That's his. These tools down here is his. These is what he built his house with. That's it. Horse and buggy. So this room is a sitting room. Of course, it's been painted. A lot of caulking at the top. A lot of air holes. Brick painted. Gas stove. This is, I guess you just say, this is a sitting room. That chair right there, when he was alive, my grandfather, he used to sit down and put his shoes on. So yeah, it's really old. Let's see. Well, you know, I think that chair is like it's over 100 years old. But who knows how old it is? It's a child's chair, and I don't know if he built it or not. But I do know my mom said that he used to, when he went out, he would go and sit down that chair. When going out to go outside, he would sit down that chair to put his shoes on. Put tongue and groove up there, and I would love that to be into the other bathroom. Not too much work. There's going to be possibly another cabinet there, a new one, new top. You know, that's one of the things that last a possibility, and I don't know. And the only reason of that is because, you know, the oldness, the smell gets into things. Like if you just put your towels up under there, your towels will start smelling like that. So, you know, that's not even important at this point in time. This right here is supposed to be the playroom, and right now it's got everything in it. So I am still putting down the baseboards. Over here you'll see a gap, and the walls are not crooked. You're not going to ever have straight walls. The wood's crooked, the wood's straight, and that what I'm going to do with that right there, and I'm not going to even sweat it because the wall's just not right. I put caulking in it, paint it, you won't even notice it. That closet has not been done yet. This is my grandmother's, and I decided I'm going to paint it. I just haven't got to it. I had some extra paint while I was painting. Just kind of slapped it on there. So, I didn't really want it dark. Everything was so dark, you know, around here. I just didn't want it dark. I just thought, well, you know what? I got it now. And, gosh, it's really super old, but I got it now, and I'm gonna moderize it and put it to good use. She probably knocked me in the head. She knew I did that. Eventually, hopefully, a ceiling fan will go up there. In here is my canning room. Now I can finally get in here. Boards were laying there all over the place. It was crazy. This I just put up here. This is my pantry, my canning area that I built, and I had it over to other Homestead. Of course, I had to take it down. And I was going to bring it with me. But the thing about it is that every board I labeled. Some of these boards wasn't here. These are just throwaway boards. I got a builder supply to hold us up. Didn't use the original boards I had. You could have it like that with no front, but I kind of choose to have it with a front on it in case there's a hurricane. An earthquake. Then maybe to help the board. So it's really braced in. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you can see the difference in the way it was and the way it is now. If you got any comments of what you think I could do, what else I can do here, what would be great. I'm just looking at that wall back there, and I would love in the future to have like some type of setup where I can put my antique cast irons, you know, the older ones that you can't find anymore, the antique ones, and have them displayed up there. But if you have any comments that you would like to share with me, shoot me a comment, give me a thumbs up, and I am so in awe when I look at this now, but it's been such a journey to get it to this place. So now the next part of this video, you will see the complete end of how it looks put all together, and it's not far from it. But it doesn't look like it's much to it. But when you look at stuff like that, it's not much to it. It's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of time for me to do this countertop right here like I would want it done. So it's definitely going to be sand 2, hopefully not 3 times. And in between each sanding, there's a certain stuff I put on it. And then once I get it to the place I like it, then I'll be putting on the polyurethane varnish on it so that I don't have to worry about all the scratching and stuff that's going on. So guys, thank you so much, and let's see the next video. So we'll start into the kitchen. Lights, ceiling fan. This right here is the island that I built at my other homestead, and I brought it in. I couldn't leave it. I love this island. It works very functional. When I'm canning, I have so much uses for this island that it is definitely my workstation. So it definitely had to come with me. Plus I built it, and I'm kind of proud of it. It works for me. Gas stove needs electricity, but you can actually, light it with a pellet. And my other homestead, I had a stove because I tried to save gas with canning going on, and the heat and stuff like that. This is very functional. This is the idea my son gave me when I was starting the other homestead, and I just like the idea. Even though I got a gas stove, I got a regular stove. No power, got power. So no power, still can cook. No power, can't cook. This sink here is exactly like the one that I had at my other homestead. I love this sink. Garden time, anytime. This sink is very functional. It is a discontinued sink. You still can find them. Originally started at Lowe's, but I had to get this sink because when you're doing canning and garden time, this thing really helps out. It really helps out a lot into the homestead. That's why I had to have this sink again. I was so glad I found one. On the inside, they're not finished. The door is, but up there they're not, and that's not a big concern at this point in time, or even if I have to do it. So these have got to be done, but my first focus is to get this done and get that one done over there. These have got to be done. I got to buy another board here for this, and I'm putting the lights up over there, and there's a lot of storage. This window right here was just put in, and it had an AC into it. The wood was rotting around it. It could have been fixed at one time, but the person I was going to hire to do that, he just dragged his feet too long that there was no help for the window. So actuality, I've been waiting for months because I was told by him that it needed a customized window. I kept wondering why can't it be a standard window? And in the long run, I was right. It was a standard window. So yeah, waited for February, and then August I realized once I took measurements again, the measurements that he took was wrong, and therefore it put it to where it was a standard window. And so that was good, because that meant I can go ahead and get this window in. That window, because it was dark in here, brings light. It helps with the lighting, because that's why the wall is down. There was a window there, it's out, to help bring in lighting in this house. So here's my pantry. This door went into another location. Vegetables, my spices down here, the freeze dried minced onion, bell peppers, jalapeno peppers, onions, garlic, basil, things like that. Syrups, molasses, honey, my potatoes, beans, broccoli, not broccoli, I'm thinking broccoli, turkey broth, the chicken. These are my older vegetables: pears, pineapple, and cantaloupe. Now this is pineapple dehydrated, and this is pineapple freeze-dried. I got my canning pots, I got my canners down here, and seems like I'm missing a canner. I am, it's in storage. But my canner's down here. I've got my jars here so I don't have to walk everywhere. I got my lids. I got all my salt. Anything that I need that's going to be for canning, it's right here. This was my vision. This was my dream right here. Now, of course, it's not finished. The washing machine and dryer just came in, and boy, was it a blessing to get it in. Wow, you know, you just don't realize how blessed you are. These shutters, I'm hoping to get up there. I don't know yet. So this is just still a working process here. A lot of my stuff is laying out because the guys I hired, I asked them to put the sink in, I'll pay them, and the plumbing, and I kept checking onto it. Well, it's leaking, and I've got to fix that. I am going throughout putting baseboards down. I haven't got it caulked. This one right here still got to have some molding around it, but yeah. So pantry door was right here. This door hasn't been painted anything. It's kind of dirty until the last of everything. Now, this room is I don't know what room it is. It's just whatever room. So this had concrete down here, and so it's still, I'm putting all this molding stuff down in here. I'm almost got a lot of it. I'm not finished with that over there. That's for my fence, and I got to put it over there. This ceiling fan went up. The room's been painted. The ceiling is textured. So I got that light there because this is a little bit darker in here, but actually with putting the windows in, open up everything, it gave it a lot of light. Wall busted out. A lot of that to do. But of course the caulking around the top had a lot of air holes. It's been painted, ceiling painted. The brick was brown, it's painted. So when I was doing all this and this place was tore up from the floor up, this was I called it my sitting room, my resting room. I'd take a break. I had a chair and a little TV and my little cooler, small cooler, electric cooler, and little pan to cook something in, and yeah, you can do it. It's just you just got to be determined. This bathroom, tongue and groove was put at the top, and that's been pretty much it for this room right here. There's going to be some other things. Actually, I plan on putting a different cabinet there. It just hasn't got there yet. It just hasn't happened. So it's not that I forgot about it, but I really planned on putting a cabinet there. Possibility like the ones in my kitchen, same color. I was putting this molding down, and then I just had to take a break. Sometimes you just got to get away from something other for a little bit, because you know when you start cutting boards wrong, because you got a lot on your mind, it's time to just walk away. I cut a board 4 times wrong back to back, and I was like, man, this place has been killed about 3 or 4 times, at least 3 times. Painted twice, sometimes 3 or 4 times. It's just been, it took a while to paint everything, texture the ceilings, because even though it's been killed, there was a lot of cigarette smoke coming through. It was just horrible. So it took a lot of work to get to where you didn't smell the smoke wasn't coming through on the paint. So anyways, this is my canning room. So, this is it.
we just picked carrots. Now we're gonna go in the house. We'll see you in our next video.